Alright everyone, so I sent a team to Perryville Battlefield, and they're in the cemetery, and the person taking the photos, everything was fine taking the photos, but then when they were in the cemetery, they wouldn't take a single photo. So after they were done in the cemetery, or like some kind of graveyard area, I forget where it was, but they literally stuck their camera outside of the fence, outside of the graveyard. Taking photos perfectly fine. Brought it back in, wasn't like that at all. And then there's been another abundance of photos where we catch something in the photos, but because we took 2 or 3, we can compare and contrast what it normally looks like and then what's going on there. Alright, I tell you this story because this is Paranormal 101. We're talking about the photographer role. Remember, there's 5 roles. There's the photographer, the EVP tech, the recorder, the camera operator, and the static tech. Today, the photographer. It's so important. I mean, these people are basically taking so many photos of, let's just say 3 things. 1, any paranormal activity that actually occurs, so taking multiple photos of it so you can compare and contrast. Number 2, they're taking photos of all the static equipment. All the static equipment. So if it moves or if it does something abnormal, before the investigation, and after the investigation, you can compare and contrast. And lastly, you're taking photos of the group, of them, videotaping them leading EVP sessions, and just the cool history and architecture of the location that you're at. And those are memories for your group. So first off, I think that the photographer role is extremely important. They're the ones making sure that they take at least 2 or 3 photos of everything, especially static equipment and members. They are keeping track of paranormal activity, of the static equipment, and helping create memories with your group. It is so important. I mean, all 5 roles are important, but the photographer is absolutely important. And make sure if you're actively investigating or you're starting a new group, make sure you have some kind of photographer. We use a Nikon 3500. You can also just put your phone in airplane mode, do not disturb, and take some photos with your phone. I know there's a ton of friends and family that have old photo cameras that they don't use. You can ask to borrow them. It's absolutely fantastic. You can make this happen. You can create this role in your group, and if there already is one, I'd recommend at least trying it once. Alright, the photographer. Thanks everyone. Paranormal 101. This is how you start your paranormal adventure.